Have you ever paused to consider what fuels your connection with your partner beyond just shared history and interests? Today, we're going to delve into the hidden secrets of sexual pleasure, the surprising science behind attraction, and why understanding your partner on a deeper level could change everything about your intimate life. This video is not just about reigniting the spark in your relationship. It's about understanding the profound, often unspoken elements that contribute to intimacy and attraction as we age. Attraction, as we'll discover, is a complex interplay of emotional bonds, physical connection, and psychological understanding. Whether it's the gentle touch of the nipples that sends a shiver down your spine or a deep conversation that ends with a shared smile, the way we connect with our partners has layers that many of us might not fully appreciate. Today, we will explore how the nuances of sexual pleasure and attraction can be influenced by more than just physicality, but include emotional and intellectual connections that enrich our relationships profoundly. As we grow older, our relationships often evolve, and so does our understanding of what makes them truly fulfilling. We will uncover some of the surprising science behind why we are drawn to our partners, how our sexual needs may change over time, and how a deeper understanding of these dynamics can lead to a more fulfilling intimate life. So, make sure you stick around until the end to learn all about how embracing a deeper understanding of each other can transform your relationship. And before we begin, if this sounds like the kind of content you're interested in, make sure to hit that subscribe button for vibrant living and turn on notifications so you never miss our tips on living fully at every age. Your support truly helps us reach more people looking to make their golden years healthier and happier. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Point 1. Understanding the G-spot. Let's start by talking about something that can profoundly enhance intimacy in relationships: understanding the G-spot and other erogenous zones. These are parts of the body that, when stimulated, can increase sexual pleasure and deepen the connection between partners. While these topics might have been considered taboo in years past, understanding them now can enrich your intimate life in meaningful ways. First, let's address the G-spot. This area, located a few inches inside the vaginal wall towards the belly, has been a topic of both fascination and mystery for decades. For some women, stimulation of the G-spot can produce intense pleasure, including orgasms that feel different from clitoral stimulation. However, not every woman experiences the same sensation from G-spot stimulation, and that's perfectly normal. The key is to approach it with curiosity and open communication, ensuring that both partners are comfortable exploring together. Exploration of the G-spot isn't about achieving a singular goal, it's about the journey of discovering what feels good for your partner. Gentle pressure, slow movements, and clear communication are essential for making this a pleasurable experience. Patience and attentiveness are your best allies, especially since sensitivity can vary greatly among individuals. Using lubrication can also enhance comfort and pleasure, particularly for women who may experience vaginal dryness as they age. But the G-spot is just one part of a much larger picture. The human body is full of erogenous zones, and each person responds differently to touch. Some of the most common erogenous zones include the neck, ears, inner thighs, lower back, and even areas like the wrists or the back of the knees. These spots are rich in nerve endings, making them particularly sensitive to gentle stimulation. Understanding and exploring these zones can add variety and excitement to your intimate life. For instance, a soft caress on the neck or a kiss on the shoulder can ignite feelings of closeness and passion. Even non-sexual touch, like holding hands or a warm hug, can release oxytocin, the love hormone, which strengthens bonds and increases feelings of trust and attachment. One of the joys of focusing on erogenous zones is that it allows for creativity and spontaneity in your intimate moments. It's not always about following a script but about experimenting together to discover what brings you both pleasure. For some, it may be a light touch. For others, it might be more firm pressure or even playful tickles. The goal is to make intimacy an ongoing dialogue, where both partners feel free to express their preferences and desires. Another benefit of exploring these areas is that it shifts the focus from just the act of sex to a broader experience of physical connection. This can be particularly valuable as we age and our bodies change. Intimacy doesn't have to revolve around traditional definitions of intercourse. It can include a wide range of activities that foster closeness and satisfaction. I remember a conversation I had with a close friend, who, after decades of marriage, realized that rediscovering these zones with her husband brought a new spark to their relationship. They started with small gestures, like back rubs and kisses on the forehead, which led to a deeper understanding of each other's bodies and desires. It wasn't just about the physical pleasure, it was about feeling seen, valued, and connected. Incorporating knowledge of the G-spot and erogenous zones into your relationship is about enhancing your connection and creating a space where intimacy can thrive. It's a reminder that there's always something new to discover about your partner, no matter how long you've been together. With curiosity, communication, and a willingness to explore, you can add new layers of closeness and excitement to your relationship. Point 2. The female orgasm. Let's dive into a topic that's often misunderstood but incredibly important, the female orgasm. For many couples, especially in their later years, understanding the nuances of the female orgasm can open the door to deeper intimacy, enhanced connection, and a more fulfilling sexual relationship. It's not just about physical pleasure, it's about emotional bonding, communication, and mutual understanding. Unlike male orgasms, which tend to follow a more straightforward biological process, the female orgasm is influenced by a combination of physical, emotional, and psychological factors. For many women, it's not just about physical stimulation but also about feeling emotionally safe, respected, and connected to their partner. This is especially true as we age, when changes in the body might affect sensitivity, arousal, and how pleasure is experienced. There are two primary types of orgasms that women may experience, clitoral and vaginal. The clitoris is a highly sensitive area with thousands of nerve endings, making it a primary source of pleasure for many women. Vaginal orgasms, often linked to stimulation of the G-spot or deeper internal areas, can feel different but are equally fulfilling. Some women may experience blended orgasms, involving stimulation of multiple areas simultaneously. However, it's important to note that every woman's body is unique, and there is no right way to experience pleasure. Some women may find certain types of stimulation more enjoyable than others, and preferences can evolve over time. Open and honest communication is crucial when exploring the female orgasm. Discussing what feels good and what doesn't is key to creating a satisfying and comfortable intimate experience. Asking questions like, "Do you like this?" or "Would you like me to try something different?" can make a world of difference in understanding your partner's needs. Patience is equally important. Many women require more time to reach orgasm, particularly as hormonal changes or medications may affect arousal and sensitivity. This isn't a sign of dysfunction but a natural part of aging, and approaching intimacy with patience and care can turn it into an enjoyable and bonding experience. Foreplay is a vital component of intimacy, especially when it comes to the female orgasm. Activities like kissing, caressing, and sensual massage help build anticipation and increase blood flow to erogenous zones, making the experience more enjoyable. For some women, extended foreplay can be more satisfying than intercourse itself, as it focuses on connection and emotional closeness. As women age, changes such as decreased estrogen levels can lead to vaginal dryness or thinning of vaginal tissues, which might make certain types of stimulation uncomfortable. These changes can affect how orgasms are experienced but don't mean that pleasure is off the table. Using lubricants or consulting with a healthcare provider about treatments like estrogen creams can help make intimacy more comfortable and pleasurable. In addition, experimenting with different positions or methods of stimulation can address physical limitations or discomfort. For instance, using pillows to support certain positions or focusing on clitoral stimulation might be more comfortable and effective. For many women, the orgasm is not just a physical experience, it's deeply emotional. It's an expression of trust, vulnerability, and connection. When a couple works together to explore this part of their intimacy, it strengthens their bond and fosters mutual respect and appreciation. I remember a conversation with a friend who had been married for over 50 years. She shared that in their later years, exploring her orgasm became a collaborative journey with her husband. They learned to laugh together, be patient with one another, and embrace the changes in their bodies. It brought them closer than ever, reminding them of the joy and discovery they experienced when they were first married. Understanding the female orgasm is about more than physical satisfaction. It's about creating a safe, loving space where both partners can explore and enjoy intimacy. By focusing on communication, patience, and adaptability, senior couples can continue to nurture their physical and emotional bond, proving that pleasure and connection have no expiration date. Point 3. The importance of communication and the role of oral intimacy. Let's explore something that's often overlooked yet deeply significant in maintaining a fulfilling intimate relationship: the importance of communication and the role oral intimacy can play in fostering deeper connections between partners. Open communication about needs, desires, and boundaries, especially regarding oral intimacy, can transform not only your physical relationship but also the emotional trust you share with your partner. Oral intimacy refers to acts that involve the mouth, such as kissing, caressing, or oral sex. These practices are often powerful ways to connect physically and emotionally because they involve a deep level of vulnerability and trust. For seniors, oral intimacy can also serve as an enjoyable alternative or complement to other forms of sexual activity, particularly if age-related changes or health issues make traditional intercourse less comfortable or frequent. Let's start with the foundation: communication. Talking about your preferences or what you're open to trying can be intimidating, especially if it's a subject you've avoided in the past. But these conversations don't have to be awkward. They can be an opportunity to learn about your partner's changing needs and desires while expressing your own. Remember, our bodies and preferences evolve with age, and being open about these changes can strengthen your bond. Start by discussing what makes you both feel good in general terms. You can ease into more specific topics by asking open-ended questions like, "What's something new you'd like to explore together?" Or "How do you feel about including more touch or oral intimacy in our relationship?" These discussions can break down barriers and foster a safe environment where both partners feel respected and understood. Oral intimacy, including acts like kissing or oral sex, can reignite passion and playfulness in a relationship. For many couples, it serves as a way to explore pleasure without the physical strain that other forms of sexual activity may sometimes involve. It's also incredibly personal, allowing partners to feel deeply connected. Physically, oral intimacy stimulates sensitive areas of the body, producing pleasure and increasing blood flow to erogenous zones. This type of stimulation can be particularly important as we age, since the body's natural responses might require more time or focused attention. For example, women experiencing hormonal changes may benefit from extended stimulation, while men might find oral intimacy helpful in maintaining arousal. Emotionally, oral intimacy fosters closeness and trust. The act of giving and receiving pleasure through oral intimacy requires attentiveness and care, which can deepen the emotional connection between partners. This sense of mutual giving and receiving often strengthens the overall bond, creating a partnership that feels more balanced and loving. Aging often brings physical changes that can affect how we experience or approach oral intimacy. For example, dental issues, dryness, or mobility challenges might make certain positions uncomfortable. Don't shy away from discussing these challenges with your partner and finding creative solutions together, such as using lubrication, adjusting positioning with pillows, or focusing on areas that feel best for both of you. It's also important to approach oral intimacy with patience and a sense of exploration. What worked for you in the past might feel different now, and that's okay. The journey of discovering what feels good for you and your partner at this stage of life can be an exciting and deeply rewarding experience. I once spoke with a friend who said oral intimacy was the key to keeping their connection alive after 40 years of marriage. He explained that as their bodies changed, oral intimacy allowed them to maintain physical closeness while navigating health challenges together. It wasn't just about the act itself, it became a way to express love, care, and gratitude for each other in an incredibly personal way. Oral intimacy, when approached with open communication and a spirit of mutual respect, can be a beautiful way to deepen your physical and emotional connection with your partner. By understanding and embracing this form of intimacy, you can enhance trust, foster closeness, and bring new excitement into your relationship, no matter your age. It's never too late to explore new ways to connect and grow together. If you're still engaged and enjoying this content, comment 2 below to let me know that you are finding this information useful. By learning from each other, we can help build healthier intimate relationships. Point 4. The science of touch. Touch is one of the most profound ways we connect with others, and its importance in intimate relationships cannot be overstated. As we age, the role of touch often becomes even more significant. Whether it's holding hands, a gentle caress, or a warm embrace, the act of touch has the power to communicate love, deepen intimacy, and even improve our physical and mental health. Let's explore the science behind why touch is so important, and how it can transform your relationship. When we touch or are touched, our bodies release a hormone called oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone. Oxytocin promotes feelings of trust, bonding, and emotional connection. It's the same hormone released during childbirth and breastfeeding to strengthen the bond between mother and child. In the context of a relationship, oxytocin helps partners feel closer and more connected, fostering a sense of security and affection. Touch also reduces the levels of cortisol, the body's stress hormone. This is why a simple hug or a reassuring pat on the back can help calm you down during stressful moments. Regular physical touch in a relationship can create an ongoing sense of calm and well-being, which becomes particularly valuable as we navigate the challenges and uncertainties that come with aging. Beyond its emotional benefits, touch plays a crucial role in physical intimacy. It heightens arousal and prepares the body for deeper connection. Gentle stroking, kissing, and massaging sensitive areas increase blood flow and stimulate nerve endings, making the experience more pleasurable. For many people, touch is the foundation of foreplay, setting the stage for a fulfilling intimate experience. As we age, our bodies may respond differently to touch than they did in our younger years. Certain areas may become less sensitive, while others may feel more pleasurable. Understanding and exploring these changes together can bring a sense of adventure and discovery to your intimate life. It's a reminder that physical intimacy doesn't have to diminish with age. It can evolve in meaningful and satisfying ways. Touch is not only about physical connection but also about emotional healing. For couples who may have grown distant over time, reintroducing touch can be a way to rebuild trust and intimacy. Start small, with gestures like holding hands while watching television or giving each other a shoulder rub at the end of the day. These moments may seem simple, but they can rekindle feelings of closeness and affection that may have waned. In addition, touch can help address insecurities or self-consciousness about aging bodies. A gentle caress or a loving embrace sends a powerful message: I see you, I cherish you, and I desire you just as you are. This reassurance can be deeply healing and affirming for both partners. It's important to remember that not all touch has to lead to sexual activity. Non-sexual touch, like cuddling, hugging, or simply resting a hand on your partner's, can have profound effects on your relationship. These small gestures keep the connection alive and remind both partners of the love and support they share. For example, a simple habit like a morning hug or a kiss on the forehead before bed can become a cherished ritual that strengthens your bond. These acts of affection build the foundation of intimacy that enhances every other aspect of your relationship. I remember speaking with a couple who had been married for over 60 years. They shared that one of their secrets to staying connected was never going a day without touch, whether it was holding hands, a quick hug, or a kiss on the cheek. They said it wasn't just a habit but a way of showing each other, every single day, that they still cared deeply. It was their way of saying, I'm here for you. The science of touch reminds us that intimacy isn't just about grand gestures or physical performance. It's about the small, everyday actions that make us feel loved and connected. By incorporating touch into your daily life, you can strengthen your bond with your partner, reduce stress, and reignite the spark in your relationship. Whether it's through a gentle touch, a warm embrace, or a loving caress, the power of touch is timeless, and it's never too late to let it transform your relationship. Point 5. Exploring different sex positions. As we age, Adapting our intimate lives to suit our changing bodies is essential for maintaining a satisfying and fulfilling connection with our partners. Exploring different sex positions is one way to keep intimacy fresh and comfortable, ensuring both partners can enjoy physical closeness while addressing any physical limitations or discomforts that may arise over time. Our bodies evolve as we age. Mobility, joint health, flexibility, and stamina can shift, and these changes might make certain positions less comfortable than they once were. That's okay. It's part of the natural process. By exploring new positions, couples can find ways to adapt and maintain an enjoyable sexual connection without unnecessary strain. This approach isn't just practical, it's also an opportunity for adventure and discovery, adding excitement and variety to your intimate life. One of the most important factors in choosing sex positions as you age is comfort. Positions that reduce strain on the joints and back or provide more support can make intimacy more enjoyable. For example, side-by-side positions, often referred to as the spooning position, are excellent for seniors. This position allows both partners to lie down, reducing physical effort while maintaining intimacy and closeness. Plus, it enables easy communication and tenderness, which are key components of a fulfilling intimate experience. Another option is the seated position, where one partner sits in a sturdy chair and the other straddles their lap. This position provides back support and keeps movement manageable while allowing for eye contact, kissing, and emotional connection. Pillows or cushions can also be used to provide additional support, helping to make adjustments that ensure comfort and pleasure for both partners. Props like pillows and cushions can make a world of difference. They can be placed under the hips, knees, or lower back to provide additional support, reduce pressure, and create better angles for penetration or stimulation. For instance, a wedge-shaped pillow can elevate the hips slightly, making certain positions more comfortable and enhancing pleasure. Exploring different positions can be a shared adventure that brings excitement and playfulness to your intimate life. Consider positions that you may not have tried before, or revisit ones from earlier in your relationship that could be adjusted to fit your current needs. This process isn't just about finding what works physically, it's also about communicating and collaborating as a couple. For example, a standing position, such as one partner leaning over a countertop or sturdy surface while the other stands behind, can be a good option for those who find lying down positions uncomfortable. Alternatively, positions like the missionary can be modified by adding pillows under the hips or knees to create a more comfortable angle. As you explore new positions, open communication is key. Talk to your partner about what feels good and what doesn't. Remember that it's okay to laugh, adjust, and try again if something doesn't work out as planned. These moments of vulnerability and teamwork can strengthen your emotional bond and make the experience more enjoyable for both of you. A close friend of mine, married for over 40 years, shared that experimenting with new positions brought a sense of youthfulness and fun back into their relationship. She said they would approach it like a team, discussing what worked and what didn't, often laughing along the way. For them, the process of trying something new was just as intimate and rewarding as the result. Exploring different sex positions is about more than just physical satisfaction. It's about adapting together as a couple and maintaining intimacy through the years. By focusing on comfort, communication, and creativity, couples can continue to enjoy a fulfilling and exciting sexual connection that evolves with them. Whether it's modifying old favorites or discovering new ones, the journey of exploration can be an enriching and deeply bonding experience, proving that intimacy only gets better with time. Point 6. Renewing intimacy. Renewing intimacy in a long-term relationship is a deeply rewarding journey, particularly as we age. Over time, life's demands, health challenges, and shifting priorities can lead to a gradual decrease in physical closeness and emotional connection. But the beauty of intimacy is that it can always be rediscovered and revitalized. By focusing on intentional actions and meaningful communication, couples can rekindle their bond and enjoy a deeply satisfying connection that evolves with them. One of the most powerful ways to renew intimacy is by reconnecting emotionally. This begins with honest and open communication. Take the time to share your feelings, hopes, and even your fears with your partner. Simple conversations like reminiscing about how you first met, recalling favorite memories, or expressing gratitude for the little things your partner does can reignite the emotional closeness that forms the foundation of intimacy. Another way to foster emotional intimacy is to set aside dedicated time for one another. Whether it's a weekly date night, a walk in the park, or simply sitting together to watch a favorite show, these moments of togetherness reinforce the bond between you. Consistency in spending quality time together creates an environment where intimacy can flourish. Physical touch is a cornerstone of intimacy, and it doesn't always have to be sexual. Acts like holding hands, giving each other a massage, or cuddling on the couch can go a long way in renewing physical closeness. Touch releases oxytocin, the love hormone, which promotes feelings of trust and connection. Even small gestures, like a kiss on the forehead or a reassuring hand on your partner's back, can rekindle the warmth in your relationship. For some couples, renewing intimacy might also mean revisiting or even reinventing their sexual relationship. Health challenges or age-related changes might require adjustments, such as trying different positions or incorporating more foreplay to build arousal. Being open to these changes and approaching them together as a team can create a deeper sense of unity. Introducing new activities or shared experiences into your relationship can breathe fresh energy into your connection. Whether it's taking a dance class, trying a new hobby, or exploring a travel destination, stepping out of your routine can create excitement and give you fresh memories to cherish. These shared adventures often lead to increased emotional and physical closeness, reminding you of the joy of discovering life together. Sometimes, renewing intimacy involves rekindling the romantic spark from earlier in your relationship. Revisit the activities or habits that brought you closer when you first fell in love. Write love notes, recreate your first date, or plan a candlelit dinner at home. These gestures show thoughtfulness and effort, which go a long way in reminding your partner of how much they mean to you. Engaging in small acts of romance can also surprise and delight your partner. A bouquet of flowers, a heartfelt compliment, or even a spontaneous dance in the kitchen can bring back a sense of passion and playfulness. Renewing intimacy doesn't always come easily, and that's okay. There might be challenges like health issues, stress, or past misunderstandings that need addressing. Approach these challenges with compassion and patience, seeking solutions together. Sometimes, seeking guidance from a therapist or counselor who specializes in relationships can provide valuable insights and tools for reconnecting. I remember a neighbor sharing how she and her husband celebrated their 50th anniversary by writing letters to each other about what they cherished most in their relationship. She said that exercise brought back memories, laughter, and even a few tears, deepening their bond in ways she hadn't expected. It reminded them both of why they fell in love in the first place, and gave them a renewed sense of appreciation for each other. Renewing intimacy is about more than reigniting a physical connection. It's about rediscovering the deep emotional and spiritual bond that has kept you and your partner together through the years. By focusing on communication, physical closeness, shared experiences, and small acts of love, you can rejuvenate your relationship and create a new chapter filled with connection and joy. Intimacy is a journey, not a destination, and every step you take together brings you closer to the relationship you both deserve. If you're still engaged and enjoying this content, comment 3 below to let me know that you are finding this information useful. Let's learn from each other and enrich our relationships. Point 7. Adapting to physical changes. As we age, our bodies inevitably go through changes that can impact the way we experience intimacy. These changes can range from physical limitations, such as reduced flexibility or stamina, to hormonal shifts that may affect sexual desire or arousal. However, adapting to these changes doesn't mean giving up on intimacy. Instead, it's an opportunity to deepen your connection with your partner, explore new ways of being close, and find creative solutions that make intimacy more enjoyable and fulfilling. First, let's acknowledge the natural changes that come with aging. For women, menopause often brings hormonal shifts that can lead to vaginal dryness, thinning tissues, and changes in libido. For men, age can result in slower or less predictable arousal, as well as issues like erectile dysfunction. These changes are common and nothing to feel ashamed about, but they do require understanding and adaptability. Recognizing these changes is the first step in addressing them. Open communication with your partner about how these shifts affect your body and desires is key to maintaining intimacy. It's important to approach these conversations with compassion and mutual respect, focusing on solutions rather than frustrations. One of the most effective ways to adapt to physical changes is by incorporating tools and techniques that enhance comfort and pleasure. For women, using lubricants or vaginal moisturizers can alleviate discomfort caused by dryness, making intimacy more enjoyable. There are many products available, from water-based lubricants to those with added soothing ingredients, so it's worth experimenting to find what works best. Men dealing with erectile challenges might consider options such as ED medications, vacuum devices, or even focusing on non-penetrative forms of intimacy. These alternatives can relieve the pressure to perform and emphasize pleasure and connection rather than physical mechanics. Foreplay becomes even more important as we age. Taking the time to engage in activities like kissing, touching, or sensual massages helps both partners relax and feel connected. Foreplay isn't just about preparing the body, it's about building anticipation and reinforcing emotional intimacy. For many couples, longer and more focused foreplay can be just as satisfying, if not more so, than intercourse itself. Adapting to physical changes often involves being open to new approaches to intimacy. If traditional positions or activities are uncomfortable, experiment with alternatives that better suit your current abilities. For example, positions that reduce pressure on joints or allow for better support, like lying side by side, can make intimacy more enjoyable. Introducing pillows, cushions, or props can provide additional comfort and flexibility. Non-traditional forms of intimacy, like mutual exploration, sensual touch, or even focusing on erogenous zones, can also bring new excitement and satisfaction to your relationship. These experiences shift the focus from specific outcomes to enjoying the journey together. Physical changes often create an opportunity to deepen your emotional connection. The act of exploring solutions and adapting together can foster a sense of teamwork and mutual care. This shared journey can strengthen your bond, reminding both partners that intimacy is about more than physicality. It's about trust, understanding, and being there for each other. Sometimes, addressing physical changes requires professional guidance. Don't hesitate to consult with a healthcare provider, therapist, or counselor who specializes in sexual health or relationships. They can provide valuable insights, recommend treatments or devices, and help you and your partner navigate these changes with confidence. I recall a couple I met at a community event who shared their story about adapting to physical changes in their marriage. The wife had been experiencing discomfort during intimacy due to postmenopausal dryness, while her husband was dealing with arthritis that limited his mobility. Instead of retreating from intimacy, they worked together to find solutions, experimenting with lubricants, trying new positions that were easier on his joints, and focusing on extended foreplay. They said this journey not only revitalized their physical connection, but also brought them closer emotionally. Adapting to physical changes is a natural and necessary part of maintaining intimacy as we age. It requires patience, communication, and a willingness to explore new options, but the rewards are well worth the effort. By focusing on comfort, creativity, and emotional connection, couples can continue to enjoy a fulfilling and deeply satisfying intimate life, proving that love and closeness only grows stronger with time. As we conclude, I hope you're leaving with a renewed sense of curiosity and excitement about the possibilities within your relationship. Whether you've been with your partner for decades or are exploring new connections later in life, the principles we've discussed, communication, emotional connection, and understanding the dynamics of attraction, are timeless and transformative. Intimacy isn't static. It's a living, evolving part of our relationships. It's shaped by our shared experiences, personal growth, and how we choose to engage with each other on a daily basis. By understanding the physical and emotional factors that contribute to pleasure and connection, you can create a relationship that continues to grow richer, deeper, and more fulfilling with time. The science behind attraction shows us that it's not just about appearances or fleeting feelings. It's about emotional safety, mutual respect, and the way we respond to each other's needs. Small, intentional actions, like a loving touch, a thoughtful word, or exploring new aspects of intimacy together, can reignite passion and bring fresh energy to your connection. We've also discussed how important it is to adapt to changes that come with age. Your body and your desires may evolve, but that doesn't mean intimacy has to diminish. In fact, these changes can open the door to a new chapter in your relationship, one that's defined by understanding, exploration, and a deeper sense of connection. Whether it's through communication about desires, experimenting with new ways to connect, or simply taking time to cherish each other, intimacy is an opportunity to grow together. Remember, intimacy isn't just about the physical, it's about the emotional and psychological bonds that make a relationship thrive. By nurturing those bonds, you not only enhance your intimate life but also build a partnership that is strong, resilient, and deeply satisfying. The journey to deeper understanding and connection is one of the most rewarding investments you can make in your relationship. If this video has inspired you to think differently about intimacy and connection, or if you're ready to start a new conversation with your partner, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support means the world to us and helps us bring more content that inspires growth, joy, and purpose. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.